Okay, hello everyone. First off, I want to start by saying calm down, everybody. Please. The hype level has gotten astronomical. Okay, we're almost reaching hysteria levels of hype. The Twitter think boys are losing their minds. They're like, if you don't get on this now, you're going to be left behind. Just breathe. It's going to be okay. We're going to take a look at Auto-GPT, probably the most popular sort of autonomous agent project right now. We took a look at Baby AGI last time, which is maybe just a less robust version of this. And first off, I want to start by saying that I'm not going to be running this locally. There's too many tutorials on that. And if, honestly, just looking at the getting started gives me a bit of a headache. And there's a lot of tutorials already. If you want to contribute or run your own, or you can fork it and download it, of course, you got to get it running locally, but we're not going to do that. But you can do cool things. You got Pinecone for memory, 11 labs to make it talk to you, etc. So let's go ahead and just see this video here real quick, the demo video, where what's happening is the creator has told it that it is called Chef GPT. It's giving it a goal of discovering events and coming up with recipes for those events. So as you can see, it comes up with goals. It looks up information to complete those goals, or it takes action to complete them. It looks at what came out of that and then does it again. As you can see, criticism here, and we'll go to the end here, and as you can see, it's sort of just thinking, and this was a few weeks ago, but this is sort of where you end up with a lot of these, where it's just in a loop, iteratively doing all these steps and not completing, and I'm sure people are coming up with ways to remedy that, but at the moment, that's why I'm not going to install it. We're still in the early stages. Just go ahead and do it in the browser, which we're going to do, and I want to touch on this pattern, which you're seeing a lot with these things. Especially in langchain, you see this exact nomenclature where you have a thought, an action, and an observation. The thought being, what should I do next? The action, what's the action to take? Usually involving a tool, do a Google search. Then you get those outputs, and the observation is the results of that action, okay? You're seeing that's a very common sort of pattern. You're seeing different wordings depending on the framework or the project, but same sort of thing, right? Now, as I mentioned, a lot of these bad boys sort of just go in a circle. They iteratively do that process, don't ever come up with anything. When there's humans and you can tell it if it's going in the right direction, that'll be a little bit cooler. Or something cooler that I'm seeing now, which I will probably make a video on, it's sort of nascent at the moment, is having the two or more agents sort of criticize each other. Are you going in the right direction? Is this the right thing you should be doing? We'll touch on that next. For the moment, I'm going to go right into this is AgentGPT, a JavaScript or TypeScript project. We could probably even clone this and run your own, but I'm going to do it in the browser. So I said Travel Planner GPT is the name of it. I gave it the goal of search the internet for 3 golf events this summer on the West Coast in 2023. I think that's cut off, but I told it 2023 so it can explicitly know to go out into the internet. And this is a small project, so sometimes it lags. Oh, let me say something about keys. Okay, so you're going to need to put in your OpenAI key here. A lot of services are asking you put in your OpenAI key. It's not the safest to just be putting your key out into the internet. It could leak. So just refresh your key or recycle it, create a new key, delete it, create a new one. Because especially with GPT-4, somebody gets a hold of your key, they're going to rack up usage pretty quickly. Maybe OpenAI is going to come out with some sort of OAuth thing where you can just go through them, and that would be very cool. So search the internet for 3 golf events this summer, West Coast 23. You can see it's thinking, creates the task. Here it's search Google, filter the search results to show only the top 3 events based on popularity. Very cool. And in here we've got the output of 3 events. One in San Diego, one in San Francisco, one in, all in California, actually, I guess, because that's the hottest. And, I don't even know why I did this. I don't even like golf. But it's pretty cool, so you get sort of an idea of where this assistant sort of is going in the future. The assistant realm, right? And, of course, here I think I had to manually stop it. Here it is, manually shut down, because, it'll just go forever. And like I said, there's things coming that are going to solve that, but it's good to experiment with these now. And just to sort of wind this down, I said I would just sort of show y'all, and that's what we're doing, but please go ahead and check it out. Do it for yourself. There's no real way to know what it could do until you do it for yourself. So the easiest way is just to use this agent GPT .reworked.ai. I'll put it in the description. To close this off, I just want to take a look at maybe in langchain, you've noticed that tools are used Their actions are taken based on what? That's sort of what I was, what I wasn't really sure a couple weeks ago. And this page here is kind of describes that an action is taken by the description of the tool if you use this zero-shot React description agent, which uses this React framework. So just something to keep an eye on. I'm not a researcher. I'm just some idiot on the internet. And this stuff seems very cool to me. And, this seems like a very cool paper that sort of describes the sort of decision-making framework, right? And finally, what do I want to do? Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the tweets. I think that would be cool of what people are doing with this. So let me pull this up. I've got this gentleman here who over the weekend I finished the to-do list that does itself. So let's see what this is. And this looks like maybe it's using. Okay, so here we go. Top 3 things. Find the best person at Walmart for us to sell to. Add to Notion. Okay. Every time you add a task, GPT-4 agent is spawned. It already has the context it needs on you and your company and has access to your apps. Oh. Very cool. Okay. Still sort of current users turn off signups. So, okay, these are overloaded. Let's go to the next one. Market research. Create an app, install packages. This one's interesting. Browse recent event. Ooh, let's take a look at this one. And prepare a podcast, all-in-one podcast example. With 5 searches and 15 web browsers, Auto-GPT Research Agent prepares 5-topic podcasts on recent news. That looks cool. Cool for, I guess, content creators. Current task perform. You can see here all of the sort of steps or components of these autonomous agent things. So have the current task, the task list that it's popping out of, the reasoning, and the suggestion for next task. Does this one ever end? Let's see. I guess, did he stop it? Anyway, I'm not sure. But, it looks like it reached the 7th. Output outcome. Interesting. Very cool. Okay, so you can see where we're going. It's getting better. What I am excited about is when you have the several of them sort of criticizing each other and working together to really get to an end goal. Anyway, everybody take deep breaths. Don't get too anxious about that you're missing out on stuff. There's just too much to keep track of. Okay, so I'll try my best to keep bringing up information that's relevant, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please follow me on Twitter at @TylerWhat'sGood_. I'd love to connect with y'all, and let me know what you guys would like me to talk about. Bye, guys.